What do you do when a student refuses to do their work?
You handle kids putting their heads on their desk as a form of work refusal. I don't mean the students who actually have something going on. I don't mean the students who are feeling sick. I also don't mean the students who don't understand the material. I mean students who come in and are disengaged from the get-go.
And I love the way she phrased this to say it's not because there is a bigger issue going on or the student doesn't know the material. We are now seeing, and I even saw at the end of my career, kids who just flat out get the work in front of them and are like, nah, hard pass, not gonna do it. And as a teacher, you have to decide in that moment, is this something where I am going to challenge the student in front of their peers on the spot and make them defensive? Or do I just say, okay, you know the consequence, right? When I would go to the grade book, I would put in the 0 and then click leave a comment and say, this assignment was given in class on this date. The student refused to do the work. Now, if that happens once, that's where I leave it. It's in there, I've recorded it. If it happens a second time, I send an email home to the parent and to the student, and sometimes to the school counselor, so they are in the loop before this becomes a pattern and before it gets to the point where the student's grade is so low that they can't really bring it back up. I don't want it to get to that point. Other times I would do a parent phone call and I would let them know this is the second day, and the parents, I would say 6 or 7 times out of 10 would be like, thank you so much, we're on it, we'll get this taken care of. I had some teachers in the videos that I've posted before saying that they have something called a refusal to work form, and I've never heard of this. It's where you fill in the student's name, the date, the class, the assignment, and then it says, I refuse to do work in class today, even though I was made aware of X, Y, and Z, and the student signs it, so you have a record of it. So I would say for all of this, you need to have a record of the date of the assignment. Was the student approached? What was said? What did the student say back to you? Did the student know the consequences? I know it's overkill and we shouldn't have to do this, but it's all about CYA, cover your ass. Do you have all of this? When I would make a note in the grade book, it's dated. When I would call the parent or email the parent, it's dated. I always liked emailing because I had a record of what was said, but if I needed to call, I would write that down as well. So just have all of this documentation so nobody can come back to you later and say, hey, listen, not only was I not made aware, but now my student is failing so badly they can't pass this class. So just absolutely document, document, document. But if you are using one of those refusal to do work forms, please tell me about it.